Hey guys, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's see what energies you will be dealing with in this coming week. I'm gonna choose 3 cards. So let me share the 3 cards with you. First card we have is Milk and Honey. Second card is Not For You. And the third card is Around and Around. Now, I guess the first thing that I kind of received as after I drew these cards is that it seems we've got a real week of this kind of, I don't want to say sort of rest and reflection before the big match, before the the game of the year, if you like. Let's just use an analogy. Is that I feel that it's almost as if you are, a major player in a team, and you do this professionally, and you've got a big game coming up, but you know that that everything that you've been putting in up to now, all the lessons that you've realised, all the things that have sort of come to pass are all preparing you for the next stage. And it almost feels like that real hope and anticipation is almost around the corner, but there's some few things that we just need to kind of take care of, and one of those is self-care before the next high energy time, which is probably in the new year, probably coming into 2020. So the Milk and Honey really just this card talks about the gifts at the end of the rainbow. When we follow the rainbow, we there's that pot of gold, there's that abundance at the end of the rainbow, and it's coming, it's really coming. And rainbows always appear after a shower. The sun comes out and you get that bright, positive outlook again. And this really demonstrates this, that there's brighter days just on the horizon. And that's what I got, is like new horizons, and hope is here. So Milk and Honey is, when we speak of the land of milk and honey, we really know that our needs are going to be taken care of. Our needs will be met. It's almost like a comfort food. It's nourishing. It's where we go to be looked after, to be cared for. And I really feel that this is all about self-care this week. Just that little pause in proceedings in order for you to kind of just enjoy just looking after yourself, I feel. And then just coming towards card 2 here, we've got Not For You. We've got a little fortune cookie. I don't know if you can see this. It's a fortune cookie that says, what does it say? It says, nope, not for you. And I feel that this is all around. There's always highs and lows in any situation. There's always light, there's always shadow in any moment. And we've got a chessboard here, we've got a game about to be played here, and there's the divine looking down on this chess table, on these pieces. And you are a pawn in your particular game, whatever's playing out for you at the moment, the situation. And when we set our intentions and our desires for something to come to fruition, whether that's winning a game, let's use that as a metaphor for as a symbol for whatever's going on with you at the moment. It's just like you're in that situation, keeping your hopes and intentions for a win, for a positive outcome. But when we enter into any situation, any role, any game, we just don't know what the outcome is going to be. And you know, the fortune cookie is almost like, what's my destiny going to be? You know, what part am I playing in this situation that I'm currently in? And you know, sometimes the outcome that we want isn't the outcome that we need. You know, the divine's looking down here on the proceedings, and it's like God, source, the divine will have an agenda for you according to your highest purpose and highest potential. And you know, we might not always see that when we're actually in the game, in the situation. So you know, I think you know, despite your strategy, you don't actually know whether you're going to get it. And it just feels like now it's like, okay, let's take some time out. Let's take some time out, just bathe in our self-care rituals, whatever we need to do to help you to stay balanced, be calm, have an objective view, because and not have any attachment to the outcome of this. It feels as if whatever it is that you're currently moving through at the moment, whether it's, you know, in your career, whether it's in a move, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's a family matter, it just feels like the outcome that you are, you know, you want to intend for it isn't going to quite land as you want it to, because there's going to be a better way, if you like, is what I want to say. That's how it feels. And then card 3, round and around in this. And this is all about, you know, when we go round and round and round on something, we're repeating situations, repeating our behaviours. And you know, this is quite an emotional card as well. There's a lot of blue in here. It feels quite a emotional, not dark, but deep feeling. And this card really asks you to kind of just, if something's coming back round for you again, and it feels like you've been here before, it feels like you're repeating a situation, to just take a step back this week with your time out. Take a step back and really see the message, because if it's coming back round again, it's because you've not seen it in the past and you need to see it. So I think it feels like by taking this time out this week to consider the fact that things maybe aren't landing the way you wanted them to land, because the divine has a bigger plan for you. When you take the time out, you'll be able to just be able to integrate the lessons that have occurred in recent days and weeks, in order for this spiral for you to close the loop, end the spiral, get to the most central point. You know, and I think if you've been going round and round emotionally as well, taking this time out, giving yourself a break, looking after yourself first, you know, being kind to yourself, loving yourself, is going to give you much more perspective, much more even, and a perspective of thanks and gratitude and love and appreciation for whatever the situation is, whatever the experience is that you're having at the moment. So hope is here. You've got, as I say, we have the rainbow. We're going to move into brighter times, but it feels at the moment that it's this week for you. It's all about looking after yourself, learning the lessons, so that when you come back particularly into 2020, you know, you have this new horizon, new hope, new outlook, and you're not going into the new year with what you feel, what is actually an old an old hope, an old dream that is no longer serving. So yeah, I hope that was useful, and yeah, I hope it's a good week, and I'll see you again soon.